everything is far too expensive.
Well, it needs a little work. So the bathroom, it's kind of nasty.
Yeah, we got the dumpsters.
The problem that we have is just the price.
Many people search for a rental with dreams of eventually owning a home. Finding a stylish rental that allows you to save up for the future is no easy task. Newly engaged renters, Brooke and Colin, are planning on buying a home in a couple of years, so they're saving for a down payment.
Thinking about starting a family eventually and things like that, so we'd like to save some money.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What's complicating things is that Brooke moved into Colin's basement bachelor pad, and the couple are finding the space too cramped.
This is our everything room. Living room, dining room, office,
Kitchen. I'm in the east wing.
music room. Here's our drum kit. That's part of them. The rest of them are in the trunk of his car. This is like our limbo bathroom. You kind of have to crouch down to get in here and do anything. I've bashed my head off of this, like, I can't even tell you how many times.
This is the bedroom. We don't spend a lot of time in here. I'm kind of cramped.
There's a little bit of storage.
Yeah, this is the psycho closet. And
These boxes are all full of pots and pans and would be so useful if we could actually fit them in the kitchen.
They need me to find them a roomy rental in a neighborhood they can afford so that they can tuck money away for the future.
Hey.
Hi. How's the search been going so far?
Terrible. We've checked the internet and everything is far too expensive.
What do you guys pay here?
$700 inclusive.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
So you wrote it out as long as you possibly could.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And for the next place?
Anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 inclusive.
Okay.
We want to keep it as low as possible because we're saving towards purchasing a home eventually.
One of the smartest things I can tell you to do is figure out what your mortgage payment would be each month and take that whole amount. From that, take out what you're going to pay in rent, so take your $1,200 out.
Right.
And put the balance in a savings account, and it's the fastest way to build up a really great down payment.
Right.
That's a really great tip.
Tell me about your wish list.
No carpet,
Something open and bright and lots of windows.
bathtub.
Parking.
Really like to be near public transportation, something really
Okay.
direct. Right now, I'm transferring 3 times to get downtown, and it's taking me an hour and a half each way.
Sometimes getting around within the city is slower than actually being in the suburbs and taking a commuter train into the core of the city.
Ah, okay.
Have you guys thought about going further away from the city?
Definitely something we would be interested in.
If you guys are open to looking into the suburbs, what I think we'll be able to find there would be a bigger, airier space within your budget. I think that could be a really good solution for you guys.
Yeah, that's a
great.
fabulous idea.
If you're looking to save a little money, turn to the suburbs where rents are low and square footage is high. First up, I'm taking Colin and Brooke to a charming lakeside village that's a 30-minute train ride from the city. That's less than half the time of Brooke's current commute to work. This one-bedroom apartment is in a well-maintained high-rise, close to restaurants and shops.
So welcome to suburbia, where your dollar goes further. This place is very affordable. Living here for a short while, for a year, maybe 2, might be a great way for you guys to save lots of money and be able to buy a house sooner.
Excellent.
Cool.
Come on in. It's very 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should have worn my my bell bottoms and my peace symbol.
It has some of the things that you're looking for, right?
Yeah, it's definitely bright, and the floors are great.
What is nice is that it is one big space.
Just these 2 rooms here, it doesn't feel that much bigger than where we are right now, to be honest.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot brighter and the placement of stuff is pretty good, but just not, it's not the right feel. It's a little too retro, but not in a good way.
When considering older rentals, look past boring walls and outdated fixtures, which can be easily and inexpensively updated.
So this is the master bedroom.
There's not a lot of tude to it. It's just sort of a room.
Yeah, so it's lacking character a little bit.
It's a box.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me that character was something that was really, really important to them. So here's the bathroom.
And look at the tub.
Woo, tub. I love it. That's good. So, welcome to the kitchen.
Ah, yes. Just like the one Mom used to have. It's got some potential.
Maybe some options to fix some stuff up. Like the floor is kind of cool, but definitely the tile needs a little work.
These are peel and stick tiles, so it's cheap and easy to put new peel and stick tiles over top or to make a full piece of laminate. I think that this kitchen can be made to be quite lovely.
Bring your rental kitchen into a new decade by removing some of the dated cabinet doors and give the rest a clean coat of paint and sleek new hardware. Paint the cabinet interiors a bold, contrasting color to add a little personality. Ask your landlord to replace old faucets. Trendy taps can be had for under $100 and are easily installed. A high-impact update.
One of the reasons why I showed you guys this place is it's got lots of the things that you're looking for. Parking is available for $20 per month.
Okay.
The kicker for this place is really affordable. It is $8.75 per month.
Wow, that's great.
That's pretty good.
Pretty much
Yeah.
what you guys are paying now, right?
Yeah,
Pretty close,
Very
yeah.
close.
I showed this place to Colin and Brooke to gauge whether or not price was going to be a major deciding factor in their renting process.
The price of the apartment is actually pretty enticing.
It's a great deal. The neighborhood and the street they're beautiful. The outside of the building is actually quite nice.
But at the same time, I think that we can find something somewhat comparable with a little more pizzazz.
Colin and Brooke want a rental with pizzazz, but they also want square footage, and they want it all on a budget to save for their first house. Something has to give. I'm taking them to a huge 2-bedroom apartment in the waterfront community they love. It needs a little updating, and it doesn't have the character they want yet. But if I can show them the potential, this money-saving rental might be just what they're looking for.
This is a very well-maintained older building with parking right in the neighborhood that you guys want to be in. And we are literally across the street from the entrance to the commuter train. You can't really get much closer.
No.
Awesome.
Let's check it out.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
thanks. So come on in.
It's big.
It's huge.
Well, it needs a little work.
Right?
Yeah.
It's got absolutely no carpet.
Excellent.
It's like getting out of the dungeon and into the real world.
Can we see more?
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty 80s in here.
I think that it just needs to be updated.
When I booked the appointment with the superintendent, he mentioned that as people move out, they're doing some renovation, which could be a really good opportunity for you guys.
I didn't know that they did that. It really does help us sort of see it in a different view.
Why don't we note the things that you would do if you were renovating it yourself and see if you can negotiate a renovation into your deal if this is the place you like.
Right,
Okay.
Right, okay.
So this would be the second bedroom. It is a really nice size second bedroom.
This would be the room that we'd use for our guest room and office.
A great place to put the musical instruments as well.
Floors need some work.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
rough.
I'm really banking on the superintendent to do a nice reno.
Yeah.
Keep our fingers crossed.
So the bathroom.
Kind of nasty.
Yeah, it needs some serious TLC.
I think the tub needs a little work.
We can put that on the list.
That tub, it's rusty and gnarly. I wouldn't want to soak in that tub.
Let's see the master.
Okay.
Nice size room.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's giant.
This is huge.
You should actually fit a bed in here and walk around it. It'd be nice not to have the bed jammed up against the wall, so you have to like crawl over somebody to get up in the night.
Oh my,
That's
really?
giant. We could each have our own side. We can store stuff in there as well and also still have a totally accessible closet space, so that's good. I guess the biggest problem is gonna be trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the dining room and living room.
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah?
That's where we sort of bring everything together.
Okay, well, I've got a couple of ideas. I've seen this layout done really well before.
L-shaped living dining rooms are common in older high-rise apartments. Tuck a dining table and chairs into the smaller area, leaving the larger space for the living room, which is used more frequently. Instead of expensive wall-to-wall drapes, get the look at a quarter of the cost by flanking the windows with fixed panels. Chances are you'll be able to take them down and work them into the decor of your next living space.
This rental comes in under budget. It is $10.75 plus $50 a month for parking. That's $11.25 including utilities. Your budget was $1,200.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. It was lower than I expected it to be, especially for such a big apartment.
There is no way that Colin and Brooke would be able to find an apartment this big in the city on budget.
The bathroom is a deal breaker. It's pretty disgusting.
If Brooke and Colin are looking for a newly renovated rental, then they'll love the clean and modern 2-bedroom apartment I'm showing them next. It's in a spacious, older building, but has a brand new kitchen and bath. It's still a 5-minute walk to the commuter train for Brooke in the charming waterside community they're set on.
This building is kind of special. The landlord here is about 80% through renovating the entire building. The renovations inside the units and everything. I think it's a great opportunity and it's a good time to get into this building.
All right,
Sure.
great.
Come check this place out.
Oh yeah, that's neat. The view from the balcony is nice.
It's completely renovated, so
Yeah.
it's brand new, hasn't been lived in since the reno.
The floors are nice.
There's absolutely no carpeting in this place.
In our old apartment, you literally had to step outside just to change your mind. I mean, this place is leaps and bounds above.
Yeah, you can see the lake.
Yeah, you can see the lake.
It's great.
There's also the garbage bins.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the dumpsters.
Yeah, we got the dumpsters.
When renting in a high-rise, keep in mind that units near garbage and parking areas usually mean a little more noise.
So this is the bedroom.
Okay.
Bright and cheery.
Yeah.
Nice floors.
Yeah.
And the floors are consistent throughout the whole place.
Yeah. Well, that's a good size.
It's a good size for you, maybe.
Yeah. Just for me.
I
Yeah.
still gotta hang my clothes somewhere.
Come check
Okay.
out the bathroom.
All right.
So here's the bathroom. Have a look.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty big.
This is pretty big.
And a nice full tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So, what do you think of this little extra room?
It's a usable space for an office. That'd be amazing. Yeah.
I was thinking we could get your office out of your living room.
Excellent.
And there's more storage.
You can have some extra storage in here.
Yeah. Don't even think about it.
So I think it's sort of a multi-purpose room that would take care of lots of the issues that you guys are facing where you are now.
If it's a multi-purpose room thereafter, I'd position a versatile day bed under the window that will serve as a spot for overnight guests as well as a comfy area to hang out. Take advantage of all available wall space by hanging guitars on special hooks available at most music stores. For sound insulation, I'd upholster the walls by wrapping foam and fabric around inexpensive MDF boards. They can be nailed to the wall to protect against sound and then easily removed when your lease is up.
This whole place comes at a price that's slightly above what you guys were looking to spend. It's $1,250, but utilities included and parking included.
I'm actually really surprised that it's $1,250. You know, like a place like this probably downtown would cost a lot more.
Absolutely it would.
It's pretty much on the mark. The only problem that we have is just the price.
It's really got it all for them.
It might be a little bit beyond our means if we want to be saving the money that we'd like to be saving for our own home.
The 1-bedroom at a low rent, the 2-bedroom that needs work, or the more expensive renovated apartment. Which rental will Brooke and Colin make their new suburban home?
Why don't we head over to my house? I'm just around the corner and figure out which one's the one. We've seen some fabulous places.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
What did you think about the affordable 1-bedroom?
We could save a lot of money very quickly towards buying a home.
So you'd be able to get into a new house faster.
Yes.
Right. But at the same time, it was also very dated.
How did you like the about-to-be renovated 2-bedroom?
It's a big space. That's attractive. We'd consider it if it was something that could be renovated and we could ensure that it is
To your standards,
To
I
our
guess.
standard, yeah.
It needs to be freshened up a little bit.
And what do you think about the fully renovated 2-bedroom?
That one was really nice.
And it's really close to the commuter train, so that's definitely attractive.
It had a bit of a view of the lake.
But
It had a better view.
a better view
Garbage.
of the garbage and the alleyway.
It would be better to be on the other side of the building or higher up.
So what's it gonna be?
My guess is they'll choose between rental number 2 and 3. To save for their new home, will Brooke and Colin choose a spacious apartment that needs work, or the pricier one that's already renovated.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think we're kind of leaning towards the one that hasn't been renovated, the big 2-bedroom. But we're a little skeptical because we don't know for sure what kind of renovations they would guarantee us.
You could always ask the landlord to show you an already renovated unit. Would that put your mind at ease?
Definitely.
I think so, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who's making the call? Oh, Brooke's the negotiator?
She's much better at it than I am. I'm a bit of a wimp.
All right, girl, well, get on that horn.
When Brooke talked to the landlord, she went through all the renovations they wanted.
Well, for us, it's most important the bathroom get a complete overhaul.
Turns out, the landlord had an identical list, and he agreed to show them another apartment where the work had already been done.
Oh, and it's identical. Okay, we'll talk soon. Bye. So, they were planning to renovate the bathroom anyways.
Perfect. When you go and look at the suite, write down what you see as far as renovations are concerned and have the superintendent sign off on it so that there's no surprises.
Yeah.
Colin and Brooke met with the landlord the next day. He showed them a renovated apartment and they loved the improvements. They signed the lease on the spot.
We're below budget, so that's really nice.
And it's such a rare opportunity to get into a place just as it's being renovated.
Double the space at least, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When it came time to move, Colin and Brooke bravely decided to spare the expense of professional movers and chose not to enlist help from friends.
We figured we're young enough and able enough and just do it ourselves.
Feeling strong, they packed up all their belongings and moved from the big city to the suburbs all on their own.
It was fun in some ways because we make a great team.
When moving longer distances, go with a larger truck to ensure that you only need to make one trip. The vehicle rental might cost more, but you'll save the time and stress of carting multiple loads.
It was a pretty big move.
Bigger than we thought it would be.
Before moving into a high-rise, contact the superintendent to book the service elevator and borrow trolleys and carts to help the move run smoothly.
We had people steal our elevator a couple of times, too. Made the day even longer.
It started early and ended late.
My muscles are seizing as we speak.
The landlord addressed all of the renovations on Brooke and Colin's list. On move-in day, they were greeted with sparkling refinished floors, updated kitchen countertops, and brand new appliances. Now it's my turn to deliver on my promise to transform Colin and Brooke's run-of-the-mill living dining room into a stylish and functional space. On a budget of $1,000, less than 1 month's rent, we are painting, reupholstering, and styling the space into a magazine-worthy room to relax and entertain in. I just hope it's what Brooke and Colin have in mind after relocating to their suburban rental.
Oh, my.
Come see your new space.
Oh, my.
It looks amazing. Gorgeous, like completely different.
Speechless. Those are my pictures.
That's so cool.
The wall gallery obviously was inspired by your photography, Colin.
I didn't
Clearly.
think it was that good.
Looks great on the gray, and it just has
does,
so much
yeah.
punch.
I tried to go for a very warm gray. Modern, but comfortable.
I love the coffee table.
coffee table's
Coffee table is
amazing.
amazing.
It's sort of rustic, and
It
it's
is.
really cool. For me, that has that element of home.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah,
It's got that sort of country kind of feel.
The carpet is made up of carpet tiles. You can pull them apart and change the configuration.
So these all come apart?
You can see where the lines are, they separate.
That's
So it could
so
end up in
neat.
a rec room in the future, it could
Right.
end up in a kid's room, whatever.
The curtains and the blinds behind it.
We went with a natural fiber roller blind and then curtains that bring in the gray and the brown
Right.
that were already in the space.
The blinds are sheer and the drapes are soft, so it's beautiful. We still have that brightness and still have some privacy.
Look at the dining room table.
I know.
Look at that.
We can actually eat here and stuff, and like, look at this. It's awesome.
Switching pendant fixtures for something modern is the easiest way to update a dining room.
They're very hip, and it would be something I'd see in a designer store that would definitely catch my eye.
And Colin's mom gave them a beautiful dining suite.
I was able to easily recover the seat cushions in a color that ended up being my accent color for the rest of the room.
That's your mirror.
Yeah, so cool.
That's crazy.
I love how you've like sort of incorporated some of our stuff.
This is fantastic.
Jodi's done a really good job sort of incorporating a bit of each of us in the rooms. I'm really happy with it. Yeah. Our landlords did an incredible job with renovations here. Our kitchen is 100 times better.
The landlord replaced the countertop and sink, upgraded the appliances, and retiled the floor. The kitchen looks brand new. Colin and Brooke weren't willing to take this place without a major overhaul in the bathroom. The landlord re-enameled the tub, tiled the shower, and repaired damage to the walls. Now it's a clean, bright space. The master bedroom is big, but it was lacking character. It only took a can of paint to give it a little personality.
It's a nice, bright Tuscan yellow, and it's gorgeous. It's awesome. We have so much space, and actually, we don't even fill it up, which is pretty great.
For less than 1 month's rent, I was able to transform this space into a warm and inviting environment for their new life together.
I've lived like a student for a lot of years, and it's nice to actually have a real space that's really comfy and really is our own home. Even if it is a rental, if we're here for 5 years, it's still our home. So
Absolutely.
I think it's definitely worth the investment.
Did an amazing job.
It's been a bit of an epic adventure for us. So to see it all sort of come down to this, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your space.
Thank you.
Colin and Brooke's ultimate goal is to be able to buy a house, but in the meantime, I think they're going to be really comfortable here.